Rachel, turn the volume up on your computer so you can hear me. Go ahead if you want to be on TV. Go right ahead. Rachel, yes or no? Okay. Yeah, have a seat, man. Have a seat. Yep. We are ready. All right, we're here in the Grassland Dairy pregame show. We're going to visit with Marshfield Chaparral head coach Justin Rayburn. Again, Grassland Dairy, providing butter ingredients for any size kitchen. And exciting career opportunities are available for you right now over at grasslanddairy.com. Grassland right here in central Wisconsin, one of the great pillars of our community and one of the great pillars of the baseball community is Justin Rayburn. Coach, we get jazzed up for this game. We kind of bring some extra stuff out and some extra technology, and you do the same thing, special jerseys. But, the Black Hawk helicopter, military appreciation night, the police got their big piece of machinery over there, and the stands are filling up before 6 o'clock. I mean, it's kind of a big game. It's a big deal. Just take us through the years and how this game stands out from the others on the schedule.
Well, it started out as kind of a promotional thing where we got a helicopter to come in, and then we thought, well, as long as we got the Black Hawk helicopter, let's make it military appreciation night. And tonight's a little more than about baseball. It's a lot about kind of the men and women who serve our country, and it's a great night for a baseball game. I always say there's for some reason, I think it's a good reason, there's always nice weather on this night. It's never rained out. It's never a bad night. It's always nice weather on this night. And so, it's about a lot more than baseball.
Yeah, and the community makes it that way. The community supports your team on all other days too. I mean, this is the Chaparrals are one of the things in this community that the people gather around. They like to do. People have fun. We talk about the hood pen all the time, and they can get pretty rowdy over there. But they keep it clean for the most part. They're having a good time. I just talk about how the community supports this team and makes it maybe easier to come out and put a team together and come out and play baseball.
Yeah, we've always had good crowds, and I think if you ask any other team in the Dairyland, they'll tell you that it's just a great atmosphere. It's almost like a semi-pro type atmosphere. We got a lot of promotional stuff going on, which I think helps bring people in. And but the fans here are great. Like I said, it's always good, clean fun. Even the opposing teams enjoy coming here.
All right, we'll get into the season a little bit, then I'll ask you one question about this game specifically, but get the audience caught up. We get a lot of, just like you have here in the stadium, a lot of new people coming out for Military Appreciation Night. People in my audience, our audience right now, are new to the broadcast. Get them caught up on Marshfield Chaparrals baseball to this point in 2019.
So we always have a mix of veteran guys that keep coming back, and then we always get some newer guys. And so it's different every year, but you always see a lot of the same faces, and then you kind of learn a few as you go. And what you see a lot of is the parents of the players sitting by each other in the stands. These guys don't just hang out in the summertime; they hang out in the off season too. So you kind of build friendships, maybe outside of your normal group of friends in your hometown, which is kind of nice.
Right. Okay. And then tonight specifically, the visiting Wapaka Lakemen. Wapaka was here last year during Military Appreciation Night. That game went a lot your way that particular night. In baseball, that happens. Things just go your way sometimes. What are you expecting tonight? And then starting with your starting pitcher, with him, and then the rest of the team.
Connor's going to start for us tonight. Connor Jacerta. He's been really good for us, mostly in relief, but he's going to start tonight. And as far as Wapaka goes, they're always good. And that's why we always like to have them on tonight. You can always count on them bringing a pretty good team over. Last year we got the better of them, but there's been some years where they've gotten to us too. And I think they're 11-1 coming into tonight. So I would argue they're the favorite. They're going to be a good team, so should be a nice night for baseball.
Coach, we're looking forward to it. Thanks for stopping by. If you could have Connor Jacerta or Nate McDonald come on over, we would take either of them next. Coach, good luck tonight. All right, guys, so we're going to continue here in the Grassland Dairy pregame show as we get set for Marshfield Chaparrals baseball. It is Military Appreciation Night here in Marshfield, and summertime, at least to me, seems to bring out military appreciation. We talk about our friends, our neighbors that have served and are serving our country right now, and all we can do is thank you. We'd like to do a lot more. We'd like to go over there right with you and help you out. But as we sit here right now, we just say thanks. Thanks for your service. Thanks for doing what you do day in and day out. So people like me can sit here on a chair on Hackman Field in Marshfield, Wisconsin, and get ready for Marshfield Chaparrals and the Wapaka Lakemen. Again, first pitch is scheduled for 7 p.m. We have a military. We've got the Black Hawk helicopter going to make a flyover and then a landing on Reese Field. Come on in here, Connor. That sits right to the north of here, and it's a pretty cool deal when the helicopter comes in. That's just part of the event that's going to happen tonight. After the helicopter, the kids, families are going to go over and they get to go around and tour the helicopter, sit inside, and find out what a Black Hawk UH-60 helicopter is all about, and then later in the night it takes off again, and it's quite a sight to behold. But for now, we're going to talk to Connor Giserta, tonight's starting pitcher. Connor, thanks for stopping by Grassland Dairy pregame show. So first year with the Chaparrals this year. I know you joined the team about 2 weeks into the season. Just talk about your experience playing for the Chaparrals so far this year.
Sure. So far it's been good experience with the guys. They're a great group of guys. It hasn't been as clean as I'd like it to be, but I mean, like I said, that all aside, it's been great. I mean, other than that,
obviously you've been around Marshfield for a number of years. You've become a customer of the Chaparrals before you got here. You probably saw some of the games, heard about them, et cetera, et cetera. But kind of a big night tonight. Gates opened shortly before 6, and people started filling in right away because it's a really cool night, military appreciation night. Just talk about what that all kind of means to you, the support of the community, the promoters here putting the night together, and then recognizing our military. What does that all mean for you?
Well, honestly, it's actually a big change from coming from a Legion standpoint where I was before to this. It's unreal, the support we get from the community. It's unreal. And that kind of blew my mind because coming to home games, even not big nights like this, there's still a big crowd. And I mean, for us to support the military like this, I think the community really draws in even more.
Yeah, with that being said, folks, I'm going to take a quick sneak peek at the watch here. Got about 15 minutes to the scheduled first pitch. Sometimes that can be thrown off. We wait for the helicopter, and they've got different priorities than we do, it turns out, in the Army in that way. So the helicopter, it's give or take 7 o'clock and all that kind of thing. But still plenty of time to get down here to Hackman Field. Come on down, cheer on the Chaparrals, check out the helicopter. Connor Giserta is going to be on the mound pitching. Not a lot of advanced scouting in this league, so not a whole lot of stuff you can do to get ready for your opponent, but take us through game prep and then what you're looking. What are the goals here today?
Right now, all I'm going to be doing is getting in the zone, throwing as many strikes as I can, and I know eventually I got my defense behind me here. Coming off a rougher game with Eau Claire, but I think we're ready.
Yeah, good. Well, we're ready too. Thanks for stopping by. If you can have Nate McDonald make his way over, we'll talk to Nate McDonald next. Marshfield Chaparral center fielder, speedster, leadoff hitter. I know Steve Mave's going to be on the call a little bit later. I don't know if he's got lineups yet, but usually Nate McDonald is in the top spot in that lineup, and we'll see if we can get a confirmation here. But and just all-around good guy. Nate actually comes from Neilsville, comes over here to play for the Chaparrals and does all kinds of good stuff in the community. But he's fun to watch in the base paths. You get Nate McDonald on first base, and before you know it, he will be on third base one way or another. So it's a lot of fun to watch these guys get around the bases and do their thing. And Nate McDonald, in that leadoff spot, they've got to be the igniter. They got to be that catalyst to get the team going, especially in the bottom of the first inning. As in baseball, you're looking to make a quick impact, a quick start, and we'll talk to Nate about that when he gets in here. Again, you're watching the Grassland Dairy pregame show. Have a seat here, Nate. GrasslandDairy.com. Grassland brings dairy ingredients to kitchens of any sizes, and rewarding and fulfilling careers are ready for you right now at Grassland.com. Nate, we were talking about the job of a leadoff hitter, and then somebody like you. So we'll get into that in just a minute here, because that's some baseball strategy, and there's a certain pride to being a leadoff hitter and all that kind of thing. But first, catch us up on how many years you've been playing for the Chaparrals, and what keeps you coming back to the team.
This is my 3rd year with the Chaparrals. I keep coming back for the camaraderie with the guys. I absolutely love playing with everybody here. Every year is the same thing. Smiles, happy to see each other. A lot of joking around in the dugout and stuff on the field. But we also get along and play ball really well together. We're all competitive. We might not have the best year right now at the moment, but we'll turn it around. We're figuring some stuff out and getting guys together. So.
Yeah, time will tell on that. Some new guys, some guys from last year, and teams will change. You've been involved in sports your whole life. Teams change and they ebb and flow, and you do get better, or at least that's the goal. And you figure, you put pieces together during the season. and sometimes you just need a late push at the end, and that makes all the difference, and you forget about that first month anyway. So the third year now, so you've seen the helicopter come in a couple times. I mean, it's a huge event. I mean, the place is already half packed. There's people with balloons walking around. I mean, it's a really cool atmosphere tonight. We see the color guard getting ready here next to us. Just talk about the job the team does, the promoters, Jason Good and the rest, to make a night like this happen here for you guys.
The job that the guys go through to get this together is phenomenal. It's a lot of work, but they do such a great job of bringing this together and bringing the community together to do something so amazing like this, to bring fans some enjoyment, appreciate the military like we should.
Yeah.
It's a big thing, it's a big deal, and it's wonderful. They do a great job for us.
Right, you got it right, and you get a whole crew like us to come out here, and we try to match the production. I mean, you can never match what the military does. But we come out here just to recognize them and appreciate them as well. All right, let's get in the game a little bit. You took on Wapaka last year, had a good go of it. It was 8-3, something like that. It was a pretty simple game as far as baseball goes, and sometimes you just have those nights where things just go your way. You're in the leadoff spot. Just talk about your approach. Having that pride in that role in the leadoff spot and what you do to get your team kick-started when you come up to bat.
My biggest thing is I come up there looking for anything in the strike zone. I'm one that's always attacked first pitch. As a leadoff guy, you kind of want to get a couple more pitches and see what the guy's got and help your teammates behind you see what the pitcher's throwing. And I know I've had to, slow down a little bit a couple times and say, wait a minute, we're starting out this game. This guy's got some stuff. I want to see some different pitches. And I feel like I'm confident enough in my hitting abilities to sit back and wait for a 2-strike count. I can hit deep in the count and wait on a guy to throw me a strike that I want, foul a couple balls off and make him run that pitch count up right away and get him sweating, to start the game. That's my biggest, approach on it, and it helps a lot of the guys feel confident behind me than seeing me take a lot of pitches knowing that, hey, we can foul this guy off, we're going to be right on top of him, and they come up with confidence, and that's the big thing.
Yeah, and one of the responsibilities of leadoff guys is to get on base and then work your way around. You're blessed with some natural speed. We've also seen you in the weight room over in Neilsville working on your craft. So what's your mentality when you get on base and what you want to accomplish when you're out there?
My mentality is aggressive. I am very aggressive. Guy takes a big leg kick, I'm probably going 2 right away. If I get on and I open base, I'm swiping it if I can. If there's a ball hit, I'm running hard. And my goal is to get to the next base. Make them try hard to get you out. There's no reason for not to. Put your head down and run. Yeah. Your only goal is to get the next base, so that's my biggest thing.
Good. All right. Well, we're looking forward to a good Chaparral's game here today. Of course, we're Chaparral fans here. I mean, that's what we do. There's some broadcasts where we kind of go unbiased. Not tonight. We are all-out Chaps fans tonight. Steve Maves will be on the call here a little bit later. Rachel Zaleski's producing. She's on the 1s and 2s, and we got a couple more perhaps on the way out here to help us out. But best of luck tonight, and let's bring home a Chaparral win.
Thank you.
If you can send Sam Schwanebeck over. We'll talk to Sam next. All right, guys. We're going to continue rolling here from Hackman Field and Marshfield. I'm not out of breath yet. I'm probably just getting warmed up. Haven't done a whole lot of talking today, so once I get going, sometimes you can't stop me. I do kind of take a little peek behind me. Steve, have you seen Wapaka take infield yet? They did. They took infield. So at this point, we are in a literal holding pattern, waiting for the UH-60 Blackhawk helicopter that will make a flyby here, and then it's going to land on Reese Field adjacent to us. And so we're just going to keep the pregame show rolling. Grassland Dairy is our pregame show sponsor. Grassland Dairy, with dairy ingredients for kitchens of all sizes, rewarding and fulfilling careers over at Grassland. You can find those at grassland.com. Grassland, one of the pillar businesses and community members here in central Wisconsin, the Wietrich family, and so many more make Grassland Dairy and all of central Wisconsin a better place for them being here. So we really thank them for helping to sponsor our events. Of course, we thank all of our sponsors, and you'll see that throughout the broadcast. We'll bring many of those to you. Guys, don't get it twisted. The sponsors are what brings these games to you live and free 52 weeks a year, over 350 live broadcasts every year, and it's only because of those sponsors. Me, Steve Maves, the others that are going through it. They've got Lucas Hoheisel, Doug Zaleski on the broadcast up in Anago. They're doing Marshfield Post 54 Legion Baseball right now, and those sponsors are helping bring all those games to you. Wheelers is our other official summer sponsor here. Wheelers with locations throughout central Wisconsin, Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, Medford, over 650 quality new and pre-owned vehicles. We are tracking down a Chevy Traverse as we speak over at Wheelers. So as soon as we tidy up that transaction. We'll give you our story there. We've bought other vehicles from Wheelers and some of the other dealerships around the area as well. So we just thank our sponsors, and we ask you to do the same thing. Maybe the car you're looking at isn't exactly for you, or maybe you're not sure where to go. What I ask you is this, Wheelers and V&H Auto. Give them a test drive. Let them know that you appreciate their support on these broadcasts, and that allows us to keep bringing the broadcast to you free all year long. These sponsors, they just want to know. And, of course, you know, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty and you're looking for a grocery store to shop at, Festival Foods is a great sponsor here of ours. You can buy groceries anywhere. You buy your groceries over at Festival Foods. That makes their sponsorship keep coming here and keep coming all year long, and then you get free and live sports all year long. We wait for Sam Schwanebeck to come over. We asked for Sam, but I see nobody coming out of that Shaps dugout right now, so we'll see if we can get Sam Schwanebeck. But we thank Connor Jacerta, Nate McDonald, and Coach Justin Rayburn for coming and joining us here in the Grassland Dairy pregame show. If you missed any of that, all you got to do is just hit rewind on your status bar down there, and you can go back and watch those interviews. Again, we are, let's just call it in a holding pattern right now, and that's exactly what it is. The helicopter comes from some different bases around the area throughout the years. It just kind of depends where that Black Hawk is situated, where it's stationed at the moment. And then, like you can imagine, flight control's got to give the green light for it. That commander, that general, that whomever it may be that gives the orders for that Black Hawk to go, that's what has to happen, guys. And there's no shortcuts in the military. There's no, hey, there's a baseball game, I got to go now. No, you got to follow your lieutenants and your sergeants' rules for the day. You do your pre-flight inspection, your checklist, and then you get to fly over to Marshfield. So again, first pitch was scheduled for 7. Still 6 minutes from now, but we see our color guard on the field here now, and it looks like the color guard's going to head on out. And so what we're going to do then, we're going to step aside for a quick 60-second commercial break, and we'll be back here with the festivities in just a moment.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
We have summer right around the corner. Are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
We'll show you how to take advantage of your VA home loan benefit. At Fairway, we can finance up to 100% on the home you intend to purchase or refinance.
At Fairway, we'd be honored to help you with your financing. Stop in at one of our offices or give us a call today.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day fourth-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy.
Since 1924, Milwaukee Tools has led the industry in both durability and performance. Hiller's True Value is your home for Milwaukee Tools here in Marshfield. Check them out to see the latest lineup of Milwaukee Tools. And for all you do-it-yourselfers, Hiller's True Value store on Central Avenue is your complete home store. And for those bigger projects, keep in mind they're Just Ask Rental Services. Your local hardware home, Hiller's True Value store, is located in downtown Marshfield.
I think that's all right. It would have been because it's been a real protection.
One, two, three. There we go. All right.
I figured, yeah. Yep. No.
Welcome to Military Appreciation Night here at Jack Hackman Field in beautiful Marshfield, Wisconsin, as we get you ready for a non-division game between the visiting Waupaca Lakemen, who come in at 11-1 overall, going up against the Marshfield Chaparrals. Good evening, everyone. I am Steve Ames alongside Rachel Zaleski, Jason Zaleski, man on the camera, here for us tonight. Again, a picture-perfect night for baseball in north central Wisconsin. As usual, the flyover happening just moments ago, the color guard going by and with the flags, and we get you ready for a night of baseball here. Again, a beautiful night for baseball in central Wisconsin. As the starting lineup for the Waupaca Lakemen. Batting first at shortstop, Johnny Popham. Batting second in left field, Walker Smith. Batting third at first base, Luke Boehm. Batting fourth in center field, Brendan Canterbury. Batting fifth at third base, Sean Pesky. Batting sixth in right field, Travis Holot. Batting seventh at second base, Jake Popham. Batting eighth and doing the catching, Kyle Douglas. And batting ninth and doing the pitching is Joe Nelson. They'll be going up against Connor Jacerta as he will be on the mound to begin things for the Marshfield Chaparrals. Again, going up against Johnny Popham, who will lead things off. Popham, Smith, and Boehm here in the top of the first inning. Waupaca coming in winners on Sunday. They took down the Plover Pterodactyls 6-0. They haven't lost since early May. And the opening pitch going to be hit foul, and it's 0-1 to Johnny Popham. Justin Rayburn, Nate McDonald, and Nick Anderson from left to right. Sam Schwanebeck, Bobby Pills, Luke Wirtz, and Kyle Westhouse from third to first. The 0-1 pitch from Jacerta, and fires. Going to be lined to right, and a leadoff base hit for Johnny Popham. Going opposite field, nice piece of hitting for Johnny. And now Walker Smith. Walker batting from the right side, getting the signs from head coach or manager Andy Wanty down the third base line in his first year at the helm. The first delivery from Jacerta, square bunt, gets it down. Nice bunt down the first base line, and they're going to take Smith. It came out of the glove of Westhouse, and an error. And there's 2 on and nobody out. E3. So Waupaca 2 on and nobody out for Luke Boehm, the first baseman. That was a nice bunt by Smith. Westhouse just couldn't handle the ball. So a single and an error here in the top of the first. And now Luke Boehm, the left-handed hitter, going up against Connor Jacerta. First offering, still looking at his runners, and fires. Just outside, ball 1. Boehm bats from the left side. Wears 42, a big power hitter at the number 3 spot for the Lakemen. And the 1-0. There's a strike, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Brendan Canterbury on deck. Popham leads from first. From second. Smith from first. And the 1-1. Lifted to left field. Over on it is Justin Rayburn, fighting the sun, and he's going to make the catch. Nice play out there by Justin Rayburn, and there's one away. A tough play out there in left field. Tough play out there in left field, fighting the sun. Was able to do it, and there's one away. And now Brandon Canterbury, the center fielder. 2 on, 1 out. Jacerta comes set and fires. There's a strike to Brendan. No balls and 1 strike. Sean Pesky on deck. The Lakeman started with a single and an error. And then a fly out. And here is the 0-1. Bounced in there, and it's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike to Brendan Canterbury. Jacerta comes set and fires. There's a nice off-speed pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Sean Pesky on deck. It'd be a big out for Jacerta. And the 1-2. Missed high, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, great crowd on hand as usual for Military Appreciation Night at beautiful Jack Hackman Field. Couldn't have asked for much better weather here this evening. The 2-2 from Jacerta. Going to be hit foul and out of play. And remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jacerta comes set. Looks at his runners who aren't being held on. And fires. Misses high, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sean O'Connell, the catcher for Connor Jacerta tonight. Marshfield looking to knock off the Lakemen for the 2nd straight year. And the payoff. Swung on and missed. Down on strike, so there's 2 outs. And now Sean Pesky. Pesky bats from the left side, the 3rd baseman for the Lakemen. 2 on and 2 out now. There were 2 on and nobody out. Jacerta comes set and fires. This is high and in, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Travis Hull out on deck, and then Jake Popham if the inning continues. Just sort of twisting the ball in his right hand and gets the sign he likes. And fires. This is high and away, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Johnny Popham at second, Walker Smith at first for the Lakemen. And Jacerta fires. Swung on and missed. And it's 2-1. And the Lakemen with a big win on Sunday against the Plover Pterodactyls. Pesky 1 for 1 on that day. The single and a walk. And Jacerta fires. Breaking ball in there for strike 2, and he evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jacerta trying to get out of this inning. It'd be a huge 3rd out, obviously, with 2 on. And the 2-2 pitch is coming home. Fouled back. Pesky staying alive. Johnny Popham at second. Walker Smith at first. 320 down the lines. 367 to the gaps. Here at Jack Ackman Field, and 385 to dead center. That's where Nate McDonald stands in deep center field. Caserta back on the 2-2 and fires. Outside corner missed, and it runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and now the runners will have a head start. They'll be running on the pitch. Caserta comes set. And fires. Popped up and out of play. And it remains full. And because the runners had a head start, now they got to head back to their bases. Walker Smith was already at second base. Sean Pesky, a feisty hitter, does not strike out very often. Caserta comes set. Looks and fires home. There go the runners. That was going to be lifted. Right field. Over on it is Nick Anderson coming in on it now. And he'll make the call, make the catch, and that will do it for Lakeman in the first. No runs on 1 hit. They leave 2. As we go to the bottom of the first, it's Lakeman nothing, and the Chaparral is coming up.
Check out Clemmy Sales, located at 125 North 2nd Avenue in Stratford. For over a century, Clemmy Sales has been your #1 trusted Chevrolet dealership. From beginning to end in your car buying process, Clemmy will treat you like family each and every visit. Head on down to Clemmy Sales today to check out all their inventory, including the all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado. Clemmy Sales, proud supporters of local high school athletics. Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Back to Jack Ackman Field here in Marshfield. The Lakemen are able to get the first 2 runners on. Johnny Popham with a single. Walker Smith reached on error. And then a pair of flyouts and a strikeout to end the Lakemen first inning. As the Chaparrals getting ready to come up to bat against the right-hander Joe Nelson. It'll be Nate McDonald batting first in center field, batting second at first, Kyle Westhouse, batting third at second base is Luke Wirtz. McDonald, Westhouse, and Wirtz going up against the long, lanky right-hander Joe Nelson. Nate McDonald, center fielder. Jason had an opportunity to talk to Nate, so if you want to go back and take a look at that interview, it will be on, or it is on the live stream if you just move that cursor back a little bit. Now on misses low, and it's 1 ball and no strikes to Nate McDonald, the center fielder. Walker Smith, Brendan Canterbury, and Travis Holott from left to right. And Nelson fires again, and that one misses again, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Nelson comes again, and it's 2-0. Misses low and away, and it's 3-0. The only loss for the Lakemen on the year came in the Navarino Challenge. There's a strike on the outside. Corners, 3 balls and 1 strike. That was in just their 3rd game of the year. They've won every one since. That was going to be hit sharply into center field, and a leadoff single for Nate McDonald. Nice piece of hit by Nate as he was ahead 3-0. Got a strike call and went right back up the middle. Couldn't have asked for much better on that one.
Yeah, again, Steve, we talked to, as you mentioned, Nate McDonald in the pregame. We talked about that, getting on base, what a leadoff hitter should do. He's accomplished it now.
Yep, absolutely. Along with that, seeing a lot of pitches. 5 pitches that time for Nate McDonald. I see it, a couple of games that I've seen. And there goes the runner, and he's going to get hit. And now there's 2 on, just like the Lakeman had, 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, and Steve, the 2 fastest chaparrals now on base, McDonald at second and Westhouse now at first. And look for action here in the base paths as this inning continues, still nobody out.
As you saw there with McDonald, he was running on the first pitch. And Nelson came in and missed. And Westhouse stands at first. Nate McDonald at second for Luke Wirtz. That's going to be hit foul and out of play. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Sam Schwanebeck on deck. Worst bats from the right side going up against Joe Nelson. That's going to be knuckled to second off the glove of Johnny Popham. He's going to get the out at first. And a nice play by Johnny, but Luke Wirtz does the job. Moving the runners over. And there's 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out. And now Sam Schwanebeck, the third baseman. Big opportunity for the Chaparrals to take an early lead. Schwanebeck and then Justin Rayburn. Going to be hit over into left field, an RBI single for Schwanebeck. And it's 1-0 Chaparrals. Just like last year, the Chaparrals able to get on the board early. And that's exactly what they have done here. And now Justin Rayburn, the left fielder, and the manager of this ball club. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Joe Nelson looks at his runners. Schwanebeck not a big lead over at first. Misses low and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Jason Kurth on deck. Joe Nelson comes set. And fires. Misses high and in, and it's 2-0. Coming back on the 2-0. Going to be chopped over to second. Johnny will play the out at second base. Another run comes in to score. RBI ground out for Justin Rayburn, and it is 2-0 Chaparrals. Something that the Lakeman couldn't do in the top of that first inning. They got the first 2 runners on, and then they couldn't do anything after that. A couple of flyouts and a strikeout, and left those 2 stranded. That's going to be popped up, and it will float out of play. And it will start out, no balls and 1 strike to Jason Kurth, the designated hitter. The 0-1 in there for strike 2, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Nelson fires on the 0-2. Going to be hit sharply up the middle again and over the glove of Johnny Popham. Rounding second will be Schwanebeck. And the Chaparrals take a 3-0 lead. RBI single on 2 strikes from Jason Kurth. And back to Jason.
Thanks, Steve. Again, we talked about this in the pregame show. It's no secret to baseball people, but what we just saw here is exactly what we talked about in the pregame show, what we just mentioned a minute ago. Get the first two runners on, and they both come in to score. You got to ignite from the top of the lineup. Shaps did it here.
Absolutely. Again, like the Lakemen were unable to do. Now Sean O'Connell. And a lot of their hits have come right back up the middle, which is, as a manager, you love to see. And now they take a 3-0 lead. Going to be knuckled to left. Backhanded? No. And another single for the Chaparrals. Now Bobby Pills, the shortstop. And my apologies for the 2 outs of the inning. The 2 outs were recorded by Jake Popham. Johnny is the shortstop, Jake the second baseman. Nelson steps off. Bobby Pills with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. Chaparrals lead 3-0. Nelson comes set and fires. Going to be chopped high again. That one's over to Johnny, and he'll get the out at second to end the first inning. However, for the Marshfield Chaparrals, they score 3 runs on 4 base hits, and they leave 1. We go to the second inning. It is 3-0 Marshfield.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Nasonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties, 1.5 million pounds of milk daily, gives you cheddar, feta, Colby, and even blue marble jack. Shop in the store or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, a family tradition of quality.
Great crowd on hand here at Jack Ackman Field. Again, Military Appreciation Night, and they are in attendance for a great ball game so far. Their Chaparrals take a 3-0 lead on 4 base hits in that bottom of the first inning. And for Wapaka here in the second, it'll be Travis Holot, Jake Popham, and Kyle Douglas, 6, 7, and 8 for the Lakemen here in the second inning. Going up, still out there, obviously, second inning, Connor Jacerta. He allowed the first 2 runners to get on in the first. A single from Johnny Popham, an error by Kyle Westhouse, and a flyout from Luke Boehm, a strikeout from Brendan Canterbury, and a flyout from Sean Pesky to end that first inning with no damage being done. So Travis Holot to begin things here in the second inning. He is the right fielder. Again, Chaparrals with their dedicated uniforms, the camo tops, the gray and white camo. And Jacerta comes set and fires. First one misses, and it's 1-0 to Travis Holot. The 1-0 from Jacerta. Going to be lifted left field over on it is Rayburn, and he's again going to fight the sun, but he's going to win that battle, and there's 1 away. 1 up and 1 down for Jake Popham. Jake, the second baseman. So again, when I was calling Johnny's name in the first, Jake with the 2 putouts in that first inning. And now Jake, the second baseman. Caserta gets it in there for strike one, a breaking ball that just hits the inside corner. Caserta, the right-handed pitcher for the Chaparrals in his first year, the 0-1. Misses high and in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Kyle Douglas on deck, and then Joe Nelson if the inning continues. Caserta looks in. And the 1-1. Misses high and in again, and it's 2-1. Caserta comes set and fires on the 2-1. Going to be hit sharply to center field. Over on his Nate McDonald. He's all twisted around, but he'll make the easy catch for out number 2. Something 4 of the last 5 hitters have done for the Lakemen. They put it in the air. They got to line it on the ground like the Chaparrals did. And now Kyle Douglas, the catcher. Caserta comes set to Kyle Douglas. Big swing and a miss for strike one. No balls and a strike. Caserta comes set. The 0-1 back. Big swing and a miss again, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Douglas taking a big deep breath now as he stands into the right-handed batter's box. Caserta looking for a perfect inning in the 0-2. In there, strike 3. Got him looking on the inside corner, and that will do it for the Lakemen in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left as Caserta strikes out Douglas to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still 3-0 Chaparrals.
Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Nasonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties. 1.5 million pounds of milk daily gives you cheddar, feta, Colby, and even blue marble jack. Shop in the store or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, a family tradition of quality.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Hackman Field, guys. Jason Zaleski here. Thanks for tuning into this Zaleski Sports special broadcast here. The UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter fly-in, and the fly-in happened right at the national anthem, right as it was supposed to. And we'll keep an eye on that Black Hawk as it will depart sometime here during this game. We take a look in the outfield. See a good friend of the show, a good friend of the community, Scott Berg, Scotty's Pizza. And Scotty's one of the great sponsors here on our sports broadcasting and some of the best pizza all around. How about a bacon, broccoli, and cheese pizza? You can get it to order right here at Hackman Field. They'll bring it to you right here. So as Nick Anderson steps to the plate, we'll step back to Steve Maves for the call.
Thank you, Jason. Back to the bottom of the second. Nick Anderson, Nate McDowell, and Kyle Westhouse. 9-1-2 to lead things off here for the Chaparrals, going up against Joe Nelson. There's the strikes to start things off here in the bottom of the second. 3 runs in the first on 4 hits. They left 1. Here's the 0-1. Going to be a high chopper over to first, and Nelson will flip it. And out number 1. There's 1 up and 1 down. Nice play by Joe Nelson. Hit the tip of his glove and is able to recover for out number 1. And now Nate McDonald, he singled and scored in the first. Singled and scored in the first, Nate McDonald. He singled on a 3-1 count. He was ahead in the count 3-0. Bats from the right side, the center fielder for the Chaparrals. And the opening pitch just missed outside. One ball, no strikes. Nate McDonald, the 1-0. He hit sharply over to second, backhanded by Jake Popham. Nicely done, and there's two away. 2 up, 2 down, and Jake Popham with 3 putouts already. Kyle Westhouse now up. He was hit by a pitch and and scored on the ground out by Justin Rayburn. Nelson comes set. Misses low, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Nelson works fast on the 1-0. Gonna be hit foul, hit Westhouse in the box, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. Nelson comes set, shakes one off, and fires home on the 1-1. Going to be chopped again. This time, Luke Boehm. It gets underneath the legs of Boehm, and a 2-out error. And now Luke Wirtz, who grounded out. Hit something in the dirt at first base and got underneath the legs of Luke Boehm. Luke Wirtz grounded out in the first. And Westhouse leads from first. First pitch misses low and away, and it's 1-0. Sam Schwannebeck on deck. And Joe Nelson comes set on the 1-0. There goes the runner. Throw down to second. And it gets by the second baseman, Jake Popham. And a stolen base by Westhouse. Now it's runner at second and 2 outs. Two balls, no strikes to Luke Wirtz. Now with the runner in scoring position, trying to extend this 3-0 lead. Joe Nelson comes set and looks and fires. Swung out a miss behind the fastball, and it's 2-1. The 2-1 coming back. Outside corner for strike 2. Wirtz, the second baseman. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild to Wirtz and fires. Going to be chopped again to Jake Popham. That one's going to get into right field. They're going to hold Westhouse at third. And another 2-out hit for the Chaparrals with runners at the corners and 2 outs. Sam Schwannebeck singled and scored in the first. He had an RBI single in the first, scoring Nate McDonald. Nelson comes set. Fires. Outside corner for strike 1. Got the first 2 outs of this inning, and then an error by Boehm and a single by Wirtz. Sandwiched in between there was the stolen base and the 0-1. Nice stop by Kyle Douglas behind the dish, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson comes set. just missed, and it's 2-1. Justin Rayburn on deck. Two balls, one strike, two away. Bottom of the second inning. Nelson fires. Lifted deep, center field, back on it is Canterbury. Still going back, and he drops the ball. And coming into score will be Westhouse. Rounding third will be Wirtz. They're going to score him, and it's 5-0 Chaparrals. 2 RBI double for Sam Schwanebeck. And now Justin Rayburn. 5-0 Chaparrals. Justin had an RBI ground out in the first. And fires. Breaking ball in there for strike one. Jason Kurth on deck. Here's the 0-1. Popped up and out of play. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 outs. All the damage being done here in the second with 2 outs for the Chaps. Here's the 0-2. Just missed inside, and it's 1-2. Again, they got a ground out by Nick Anderson, a ground out by Nate McDonald. An error allowed Kyle Westhouse to get to first. And the 1-2. Missed high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A stolen base by Westhouse got him to second. Wirtz singled. And then a 2 RBI double from Sam Schwanebeck. Again, all with 2 outs. And the 2-2. Lifted into right field. Another one gets down. They're going to hold Schwanebeck. Going to hold Schwanebeck at third. And another 2-strike single, 2-strike hit against Joe Nelson. And now Jason Kurth, the designated hitter, he singled, RBI single. In the first, he was left stranded at second. And Andy Wanty out there to talk to Joe Nelson in the infield. Luke Boehm makes his way over slowly, as again, he was a big reason that the Chaps were able to continue this inning. A 2-out error went right through Boehm's legs. And after that, it's been all Chaparrals with 2 outs. As they will maybe send somebody down to the bullpen, as manager Andy Wanty was telling somebody to get a glove or warm up. First pitch to Kurth. Missed low and away. 1-0. Connor Jacerta, or Jason Kurth is catching, or DHing for Connor Jacerta. That one gets by, and coming into score will be Sam Schwanebeck, 6-0. On the wild pitch. And Justin Rayburn moves his way over to second base. 1 ball, no strikes. Jason Kurth up there. Now it's going to be grounded sharply over to Johnny Popham. Plays down the second hop and across the diamond to end the second inning. However, the Chaparrals 3 more runs, all of them with 2 outs. And now they lead 6-0. We are back with the third inning after this from Jack Hackman Field.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in Spencer, R&R Flooring is your one-stop shop for flooring and furniture. Whether you're looking for bedroom furniture, living room furniture, or specialty furniture for your man cave, R&R has it all. With furniture from Lang and Wolfcraft that are made right here in Marshfield, you can shop local. R&R Furniture also has several different types of flooring options available. They also have all your favorite sports team-themed furniture, from the Packers to the Brewers. So head on down to R&R Furniture in Spencer, where their goal is to make a house a home.
Is it time for a new vehicle? V&H Auto in Marshfield is your go-to dealership for new or used Ford, Jeep, Chrysler, and more. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you 6 days a week to find that perfect ride. We also accept trade-ins, so stop on by and check out the great deal we can give you for a brand new 2019 car, truck, SUV, or whatever it may be. See why V&H was voted Best of Marshfield area for new and used dealership. V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere.
To the third inning we go. Joe Nelson, Johnny Popham, and Walker Smith to lead things off here in the third. A couple of base runners in that first inning, and since then it's been fly out, fly out, fly out, and a pair of strikeouts. Six runs across for the Chaparrals here through 2 innings. Connor Caserta back on the mound. Joe Nelson, the pitcher, starting pitcher for the Waupaca Lakemen. First offering. Swung on a miss behind the fastball, and it's no balls and 1 strike. Caserta comes set. And the 0-1. Swung on a miss right past him again. Blows the fastball by Joe Nelson. It's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Johnny Popham on deck. Again, just a few shadows and little issue for the infield right now. Swung on a miss on 3 pitches. Joe Nelson goes down on strikes. And there's quickly 1 up and 1 down for Johnny Popham. Popham with the only hit so far for the Lakemen. He was left stranded at second in that first inning. He was left stranded at second with nobody out in the first inning. And Caserta comes set. Fires home. Missed just high, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 back to John Popham. Missed high and away, 2-0. Again, 320 down the lines, 367 to the gaps, and 385 to dead center field here at beautiful Jack Hackman Park, Jack Hackman Field. And the 2-0. Lifted to left. That one's going to get down, and Johnny Popham is 2 for 2.
Steve, an observation here, top of the third inning, Caserta throwing hard, and that's good for a couple reasons. One, he's got that arm strength to throw hard. Off-speed pitches more effective that way. Top of the third inning, though. We'll see how long he can keep going at this pace. But he's doing a nice job here so far.
Yeah, 1 time through the order, has just given up, had just given up 1 hit. Walker Smith reached on an error in the first. Had 3 strikeouts through the first time through that order. And Smith swings through strike 1. Luke Boehm on deck. Connor Caserta comes set. And the 0-1. Swung on a miss late on the fastball again, and it's 0-2. Caserta looks at his runner Popham at first. And fires on the 0-2. Now it's going to be grounded right back up the middle and through the under the glove of the pitcher Caserta. And the second baseman, Wirtz. And Bobby Pills comes up with the ball. And Smith will reach on the air. I don't know who to give it to, but.
Another quick note on Jacerta started his college career over at Winona, later transferred to Madison Tech, where he had just finished up postseason play before joining the Chaparrals this year.
It's always good to have those young guys come in just coming off of experience, playoff experience, and coming in back home to play some baseball. Luke Boehm, the first one missed high and away, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. So Walker Smith has reached on a couple of errors, and we'll see if the Lakemen can do anything with it here. That was going to be hit foul and retrieved by Brendan Canterbury. 1 ball and 1 strike and 1 out. Yeah, Jason's kind of in the strike zone. I mean, if any ball comes near us, he's the one that's got to protect us. So Luke Boehm on the 1-1. And it hits him. And now the bases will be loaded for Brendan Canterbury.
So just when I was saying some nice things about Connor Jacerta, he walks, the bases loaded here, 1 out. Still plenty of emphasis here with Jacerta on those fastballs. He can still get out of this one, but put himself in a jam here in the 3rd inning.
Absolutely. Brendan Canterbury now up with the bases loaded. He struck out in the first. In the first offering. Outside corner for strike 1. So single by Johnny Popham. An error allowing Walker Smith to reach again, and Luke Boehm gets hit by a pitch. Nobody holding the runners on. And the 0-1. Outside corner for ball 1. Chaparrals lead 6-0. We play in the top of the 3rd inning. All runs for the Chaparrals in the 2nd all came with 2 outs. And the 1-1. Outside corner again, and it's 2-1. Sean Pesky on deck for the Lakemen. Just sort of stepping off as didn't like the sign he got from O'Connell. The 2-1 coming back. Bounced in there, and it's 3-1. Three balls and a strike with 2 outs, bases loaded. Back to Canterbury. Going to be grounded over to 3rd. They're going to go across the diamond, get Brendan out at first, but an RBI ground out, and the Lakemen are on the board. 2 outs. Johnny Popham comes in to score, and all the runners advance for Sean Pesky, who flew out to Nick Anderson to end the first. 6-1 now, Chaparrals.
The 2018 model year sell down is taking place now at your Wheeler's Family Auto Group. Save up to 23% off select in-stock models. We invite you to visit us at any of our 4 locations: Abbotsford, Medford.
Sean Pesky swings through strike 1. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. 6-1. Chaparrals. Sean Pesky back up there. He flew out to end the first. Jacerta fires home. In there for strike 2. And snowballs and 2 strikes. 2 runners in scoring position for Sean. And fires. Swung on and missed. And that will end it. in the third inning. A run on a hit. The Lakemen leave 2. We go to the bottom of the third at 6-1 Chaparrals.
The 2018 model year sell down is taking place now at your Wheelers Family Auto Group. Save up to 23% off select in-stock models. We invite you to visit us at any of our 4 locations: Abbotsford, Medford, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
We have summer right around the corner. Are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
We'll show you how to take advantage of your VA home loan benefit. At Fairway, we can finance up to 100% on the home you intend to purchase or refinance.
At Fairway, we'd be honored to help you with your financing. Stop in at one of our offices or give us a call today.
Back to Jack Hackman Field. You can out just past the left center field 367 sign, the Zaleski circle out there. As there it is. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sean O'Connell, the catcher, and the 1-1 in there for strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bobby Pills on deck, then Nick Anderson. And the 1-2. Bounced in there, gets away from Douglas. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. They say 3-1. I think it's 2-2. The first pitch was a strike. There we go. Now they got it figured out. 2-2 coming back. Going to be hit sharply and underneath the glove of Johnny Popham, and another error by the Lakemen.
Steve, we talked about it during the commercial break a little bit. Sometimes non-conference game, you can have some different level of intensity depending on what's going on. But that had nothing to do with that. That was an E6 the whole way through. And conference, non-conference, you got to make that play.
Yep, absolutely is. Especially with a runner like O'Connell, the catcher, he'll lead from first for Bobby Pills. He grounded out to end the first inning. Going to be a line to Jake. It plays down a hop over to second, and in time. 4-6-3 double play, and just like that, there's 2 outs. Don't know if that was Jake's intention, but smartly played over at second base. And there's 2 outs for Nick Anderson. Let it fall just in front of him, and was able to get Pills out by a step and a half. And the first offering bounced in there in front of home plate, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0. Low and in, and it's 2-0. And the 2-0 back from Nelson. In there for strike 1. Nate McDonald is on deck. He could, if Anderson happens to get on, he could be up for his 3rd time in the first 3 innings. As Nelson fires. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Nelson stands tall on the hill and out of the windup. The 2-2. Popped up, left field and out of play. And the count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 back. Just missed outside. And the count runs full. Some action for the Lakeman. He's been warming up for the last couple of innings. We get you a name. Here's the 3-2. Popped up, shallow center field. Coming in on it. Long run for Canterbury. And he makes the catch. What a job at Brandon Canterbury covering that much ground in that short of time. And that's why he plays center field for the Lakeman. That will do it for the Chaparrals in the third. No runs, no hits, no error, or 1 error, and nobody left. We go to the 4th inning. 6-1 Chaparrals.
We have summer right around the corner. Are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
We'll show you how to take advantage of your VA home loan benefit. At Fairway, we can finance up to 100% on the home you intend to purchase or refinance.
At Fairway, we'd be honored to help you with your financing. Stop in at one of our offices or give us a call today.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
Can you take a look at the Zaleski? Are they baseballs out there? Zaleski baseball out there beyond, or in the left center field gap. Travis Holot, Jake Popham, and Kyle Douglas to lead things off for the Lakeman. And misses high to Travis Holot, who flew out in the 2nd inning. Caserta back out there after giving up a run in the 3rd. His team leads 6-1, though. Here's the 1-0. Outside corner for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, and nobody out in the 4th. Again, these games go in 9 innings, so still a lot of baseball remaining. And the 1-1. Swung on, a missed, and it's 1-2. Travis Holot, the right fielder for the Lakeman, tonight and all year long. The 1-2 from Caserta. Swung on, a missed, and a similar pitch, same pitch, and strikeout number 5. Strikeout number 5 for Connor Caserta, and he's got back-to-back strikeouts. And now Jake Popham. Jake, who started the 4-6-3 double play in the 3rd. In the top of the 4th, he popped out to Nate McDonald in the 2nd. Caserta fires home. Breaking ball in there for strike 1. Kyle Douglas on deck. Again, David Yeska was the pitcher warming up for the Lakeman for the last inning and a half. It's tying in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Jake, along with Johnny and a handful of these Lakeman players coming out of the Waupaca Comets High School baseball circuit. The 1-1. Going to be chopped over to Pills at short and underneath his glove, and there's an error on Bobby Pills. It would have been a close play at first, but Jake Popham reaches, and another error here tonight.
And we saw that same error on the other side in the in the last inning. Now Pills pays it back, and again, just a lapse of concentration here in this game, letting that ball get under your glove.
Yeah, already the fourth combined error for these two teams. Two from the Chaparrals, two from the Lakemen, and now Kyle Douglas. Just sort of looks at his runner, doesn't look at his runner. The opening pitch is swung on a miss, and it's 0-1. Joe Nelson is on deck. Again, Andy Wanty in his first year, the head coach over at third base. And the 0-1 going to be grounded back to Giserta. He's going to get the out at second and be dropped at second base. And he's going to be safe. And they're going to put him. No, he's just going to call him safe. So they're going to call Jake Popham safe at second. And now a discussion between the base umpire and the home plate umpire, as Connor Giserta was talking about the exchange from the glove to his hand. It's going to be close, but Kyle Douglas will be safe anyway, and they're going to call him out at second base. So Jake Popham will be out at second. Kyle Douglas reaches on a fielder's choice at first base. That's what you like to see, and base umpire needing help and being able to go to his partner and get the right call.
Yeah, it's exactly right, Steve. Just get the call right. It's teamwork out there on the field, just like it is for these two teams going at it, the umpire's team as well.
And now Joe Nelson in there as the first one missed. And it's 1-0, I believe. And Giserta comes set. Missed high, and it's 2-0. Johnny Popham on deck. (2-0) back to Joe Nelson, the Lakeman starting pitcher. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Giserta comes set with Kyle Douglas at first and delivers home. Swung on a miss, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joe Nelson has swung the bat 5 times and has not touched the ball yet. Giserta comes set. Shakes one off and fires on the 2-2. Now it's going to be knuckled foul and right past us here down the right field line. And going out to retrieve it is cameraman Jason Zaleski. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. 6-1 Chaparrals. Giserta fires. Misses high, and the count runs full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Kyle Douglas leads from first. 2 outs, and he'll have a head start, and there he goes. Misses high and inside, and walks. And Douglas heads to second base. The first walk issued by Connor Giserta tonight. And now Johnny Popham, who's 2 for 2 with a run scored. And Walker Smith on deck. Johnny, the shortstop, a UWSP prospect, looks at strike 1. A member of the Pointers team the last couple of years now. And the 0-1 coming back. Swung on and missed. And off of Sean O'Connell behind home plate, and it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And Johnny Popham at the plate. The speed on the base path's not ideal for the Lakemen. Just sort of back out there, trying to shut this inning down before Lakeman can do anything with 2 outs. Just sort of comes set. Doesn't pay attention to his runners and fires. Going to be grounded sharply foul, and Andy Wanty will make the play and throw it into Jacerta on the mound. Yeah. Yeah, Andy usually sometimes still gets out there and swings the bat pretty well, and for the Lakemen, when they're up by quite a bit in their divisional games. And the 0-2 back home. Going to be grounded foul at home. Staying alive is Johnny Popham. Kyle Douglas stands at second. Joe Nelson at first. The catcher and the pitcher, respectively. Douglas doing the catch, and Joe Nelson has been out there for 3 innings on the mound. And now just sort of comes set. 0-2. Bounced in there, nicely done, and didn't get far enough away from O'Connell. It remains 1-2. Jacerta gets the sign he likes from O'Connell. And the 1-2 coming back. Now it's going to be fouled at home again. We play in the top of the 4th inning. Ball game just over an hour old, as the Chaparrals lead the Lakemen 6-1. And it just sort of comes back on the 1-2. Blew it right past him, got him looking for strike 3, as Johnny Popham doesn't agree, but the Lakemen are set down here in the 4th. No runs on no hits, 2 left stranded. We go to the bottom of the 4th, 6-1 Chaparrals.
Forward Bank, originally incorporated in Marshfield, has been around for 100 years, and in those 100 years has grown tremendously and continues to do so. With locations in Colby, Greenwood, Marshfield, Medford, Stanley, Thorpe, and Withee, they are always looking to be part of your family, business, farm, or nonprofit. For personal loans, business loans, life insurance, or homeowners insurance, stop by one of their 7 convenient locations and see how they can help you move forward.
Grassland Dairy Products in Greenwood has been in the butter churning business for over 300 years. Since 1893, when the original Wietrich family immigrated to Wisconsin from the Swiss Alps, to present-day 4th-generation owners, Grassland Dairy Products has perfected the butter-making process. Grassland Dairy offers an assortment of butter products and dairy ingredients. Whether for industrial use or your own kitchen table, you can trust that Grassland Dairy Products will produce quality butter that everyone will enjoy. GrasslandDairy.com. Hi guys, Jason Zaleski here at Hackman Field. It is Military Appreciation Night. The Black Hawk UH-60 helicopter made its fly-in during the national anthem, and it was awesome, as always. Another thing that's awesome is the Marshfield Country Club here in Marshfield, with daily specials. Great golf course in great shape right now. Get out and play golf. Make your tee times right now. Give Marshfield Country Club a call or visit them on Facebook at Marshfield Country Club or golfmcc.com, and check out the Marshfield Country Club restaurant while you're at it. Great food, brand new restaurant out there at the Marshfield Country Club, again right here in Marshfield. Steve Maves, golf season is here, and go out and get some swings, maybe even starting tomorrow. Beat the rain. Rain possible in the evening, but the day will be great, and good day for golf tomorrow.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I wish I was only good at golf. That would be ideal, but like Jason just said, go out and find a range and get better, and that's where you got to start. I mean, if you want to go out and play, you just have to start hitting the ball. Big fan of baseball, not very good at baseball either. So the whole eye-hand coordination, not top notch for me. But I love golf. I mean, it's fun to watch. It's couple times I've tried, it's been fun, but the 2-0, that's going to be hit sharply to Johnny Popham up the middle. Had him shaded up the middle, and there's one up and one down here in the fourth. Now Kyle Westhouse, who has been hit by a pitch, reached on air, has scored twice. As we're just about to get a quarter past 8 o'clock here in Marshfield, Wisconsin. CMA's alongside Rachel Zaleski. Jason Zaleski on the camera as the Chaparrals lead 6-1 here at here for Military Appreciation Night. A beautiful ball game, or a beautiful night for baseball here this Wednesday evening. Joe Nelson shakes one off and fires back. Going to be hit sharply but foul, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Westhouse again has scored twice. Him and Sam Schwanebeck with a pair of runs scored. Chaparrals taking the game last year between these two teams. Same venue, same reason. Military Appreciation Night. Here's the 0-2. Inside corner and got him looking. Joe Nelson with a strikeout. That is his first strikeout. And now Luke Wirtz. Ground out in a single. He scored in the second. Wirtz singled and scored in that second inning on the 2-run double by Sam Schwanebeck. And off of the home plate umpire.
Trying to match you. Yeah.
One ball and no strikes to Luke, the second baseman. And the 1-0. Misses way outside, and it's 2-0.
Special shout out to Joy Wirtz, mom of the batter right here, Luke Wirtz. Joy, watching right here at Hackman Field in Marshfield.
It's always good to have people tuning in as the ball misses 3-0. Joe Nelson behind 3 balls and no strikes after getting the first 2 batters out. And fires back. Misses low and away, and Luke reaches on a walk. Walk number. That's first walk as well. And that one's on 4 pitches. And now Sam Schwanebeck, a single, a double, and 3 RBIs today for Sam. Wirtz leads from first base. And fires to Joe Nelson. Allen misses outside. 1-0. Double barrel action for the Lakemen. Unless they just got some guys warming up, not really pitching. So just get some guys in here at beautiful Jack Hackman Field. Misses high and in, and Joe Nelson has thrown 6 balls in a row. Oh, yeah, as you take a look at some of the Lakemen warming up in the bullpen beyond the right field line. The 2-0. There's a strike. Just the... If you haven't made your way over to Waupaca during the summertime, it is a crazy house in the city of Waupaca. That one gets by. Sean Pesky at third, and a 2-out single for Sam Schwanebeck. He's 3 for 3 today.
I will say, nice hit to Sam Schwanebeck. Even though he stood me up in the pregame show, we'll still tell him nice job out there. That was a rip down the third base line as they continue to attack Waupaca pitching here today.
Joe Nelson has gone 3 2/3 innings so far. Again, much like that second inning, get the first 2 batters out, and the Chaparrals put something together. Now it's going to be hit fouling out of play, and it's 0-1. Like I was saying, if you have the opportunity and like to boat and like to have a good time on the lakes, head over to Waupaca during the summer. The chain of lakes is absolutely beautiful and a great time. And now it gets by Justin Rayburn, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. You have a weekend, have a week. Anytime during the summer, head over to the chain of lakes in Waupaca, and it is, you will not be disappointed, that's for sure. And if you want to see some great fireworks, go the night before, or July 3rd. They usually have some on those large houses, and that one's going to get by. And back-to-back wild pitches allows Luke Wirtz to come in and score. And Sam Schwanebeck makes his way over to third base. And that might do it for Joe Nelson here today. Andy Wanty out to talk to his pitcher. Again, Chaparral's doing damage with 2 outs, and that will do it for Joe Nelson. David Yeska out there to throw. And we'll give you the final stat line for Joe Nelson when we come back. It's 7-1 Chaparrals.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Good property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Nasonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties, 1.5 million pounds of milk daily, gives you cheddar, feta, Colby, and even blue marble jack. Shop in the store or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, a family tradition of quality.
Taking a look at the crowd here at Jack Ackman Field. Again, beautiful Marshfield, Wisconsin for this Military Appreciation Night. They have been treated to a great game. If you are a Chaparrals fan anyway, they lead 7-1. And now David Yeska out there to throw for the Lakemen. The left-handed pitcher, Joe Nelson's stat line not complete yet. That one misses high, and it's 3-1 to Justin Rayburn.
Steve, you got the book there, but I may be a little confused. That was an in-bat pitching change. Yeah, unusual.
Yep, 3-1. Misses, and on 2 pitches, Justin Rayburn walks.
So he comes in and cleans up the walk. Get that taken care of. And I would need a rules expert to know who's responsible now for Rayburn at first. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, that I do not know. But now, again, 2 outs and runners at the corners for Jason Kurth, who is singled and grounded out. RBI single in the first. Yeska comes set. Fires home. In there for strike 1. But like I was saying, Joe Nelson's stat line not finished yet. He went 3 2/3 innings, gave up 8 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. But the runner at third, from what we know, is his responsibility. Not sure about Rayburn at first. Yes, if you are watching and you know what the ruling is on that one, as David Yeska came in, the count was 2-1 to Rayburn. And let us know if you know. And we'll bring that out, and that one's going to be swung on and missed, and it's 0-2. Runners at the corners and 2 outs. pick off, nothing doing. Score from Kretz Park in Anago. The Marshfield Blue Devils leading Anago 2-1 in the top of the 5th inning in American Legion Baseball. Anago taking game 1 of that doubleheader. And the 0-2, check swing and nothing doing. Yeah, 3-way tie for first in the Wisconsin Valley American Legion Conference with Plover. Plover knocking off Anago last night. Rapids and come from behind fashion beating Plover on Tuesday. And Anago beating Wisconsin Rapids. That one's going to be popped up on the infield. Luke Bain will make his way over and make the catch. And that will do it for the Chaparrals here in the 4th. A run on a hit. They leave 2 more. We go to the top of the 5th inning, 7-1 Chaparrals.
Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Nasonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties. 1.5 million pounds of milk daily gives you cheddar, feta. Central Wisconsin Glass in downtown Marshfield is your place for all of your glass needs, whether it's automotive, residential, commercial. You got glass, and they've got the fix for you at Central Wisconsin Glass. Again, located downtown Marshfield. Visit Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook, or you're in Marshfield, in the Marshfield area, go visit them right there in person. But again, they will take care of all your glass needs all throughout Central Wisconsin. If your vehicle didn't make it through the winter like mine didn't, and mine took a beating during the winter, get your windshield fixed up. Your local law enforcement will also be thankful that you take care of your windshield. Also, mosquitoes and flies, other insects of that variety are out. And screen repair also available at Central Wisconsin Glass. Again, Central Wisconsin Glass, located in downtown Marshfield. They'll take care of your glass needs, though, anywhere in Central Wisconsin. Check them out on Facebook. Send my friend Chad Schnitzler a message over at Central Wisconsin Glass, as we are here at Jack Hackman Field Military Appreciation Night, and about to turn it back over to Steve Maves as we take a look at the American flag here and pay tribute to our all of our military heroes that have served and are serving now. The flag standing still out there in center field. It's a beautiful night for baseball. Steve Maves.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and it's just one of those feelings that not being around the military, nobody in my family in the armed forces, but man, when that helicopter comes over and the color guard is out there, it just gives you all the feels, and it's one proud feeling, that's for sure, to be a citizen of the United States. And man, it was the last 2 years I've had the opportunity and had the privilege to be here for the military appreciation game, and it is a sight to be seen, and quite the sight, that's for sure. Walker Smith to lead things off. The first pitch was a ball, and that was going to be hit right back to Jacerta. Stuck his glove out there, and Walker Smith is set down. Happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah, and there's one away on the line drive out. Can't hit it any harder. Just stuck his glove out there and got the out. Hunter Korger, the new first baseman for the Chaparrals, taking over for Kyle Westhouse. So Hunter Korger, the new. Now it's going to be hit to left field. Over on it is Rayburn, and three pitches, and 2 outs. Getting good wood on the ball, but Chaparrals right where they are, or the Lakemen putting it right where the Chaparrals are. All right, so not Justin Rayburn, Nick Anderson out there, and that means we have a new right fielder at some point. That one's going to be popped up. Shallow right field coming in on it and making the call, making the catch, and that will do it. And we'll get all the defensive changes out as we figure them out, because Waupaca Lakeman with a whole lot of defensive changes as well. 3 up, 3 down. We come back to Jack Hackman after this.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here.
We have summer right around the corner. Are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Back to Jack Ackman Field as David Jeska continues his warm-up pitches, finishing up his warm-up pitches. As soon as I can find you a lineup from the last Lakeman game that I did, we'll figure out who all these people are, because they don't have a 31 on their lineup that I took a picture of. So, and I know I got a piece of paper in here somewhere. There it is. That was going to be popped up, foul, and it is 2 balls and 1 strike. I believe that's Jason Ellie at first base, but we'll get it all figured out. 2-1, popped up, foul territory again, over on his left fielder Walker Smith, and it will drop foul again, and that also is a new left fielder. So we got 31. Oh, that's Dawson. Dawson Bohm, the new first baseman. Tyler Dayton out and left. And the 2-2. Popped up and fouled out of play again. Tyler Dayton in left. I believe that's Cody Weller out in right. Here's the 2-2. That was going to be hit right to Jake Popham. What a play again by Jake. Stepping back, making the play, and there's 1 up and 1 down. And, no, that's number 4. We'll find a 4 on here for you, or we won't. All sorts of scrambled around right now for Andy Wanty and the Lakeman, but I believe that is Cody Weller. And a strike to Bobby Pills. Outside corner, strike 2. And get you a new third baseman over there as well. And the 0-2. It's low, just low, and it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to Bobby Pills, who has a couple of ground outs. Going to be weighted back on it nicely. Nice stop by Popham, and give him an infield single. Should not charge him with an error on that one. We'll see what the official scores say. They will give him a hit. That right call, correct call. And Jake Pankratz, the new shortstop. And Yeski fires. In there for strike 1 to Nick Anderson. So Nick's hitting, not really too sure where he's playing out in the field right now. Yeski comes set. There goes. No, runner stays, and it misses outside, and it's 1-1. 32. Oh, there's Jason. Jason Ellie, the new third baseman for the Lakemen. And the 1-1. Hit sharply back up the middle. Jake Over to second, to first. Out at first. Another 4-6-3 double play. And that will do it for the Chaparrals in the bottom of the fifth. No runs on a hit. Nobody left. We go to the top of the sixth. 7-1 Marshfield.
Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Good property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers.
If we haven't mentioned, get down to Hackman Field for these Chaparral games. The in-game entertainment is amazing. We got the knockers going on here, and these two, I mean, there we go. That was a battle, and finally, down goes Frazier. But, yeah, look at it. He tips his cap to the crowd. A raucous crowd here at Hackman Field. And we're going to see if they're going to load him up again. No, they are not. So, Steve Maves, a fun time here at Hackman Field. It's always a good time. The in-game entertainment, they do the knockers, they do the golf chipping contest. They also, and you don't see it very often, when it happens it's very exciting, they do a frozen t-shirt contest. They dip two shirts into water and then they freeze them overnight, and the first one to unfurl that frozen glob of t-shirt wins a Marshfield Chaparrals t-shirt. Steve Maves.
Huh. I would make them put it on then. Get it unraveled and make them put it on after that after they got it all figured out. But another double play by the Lakemen defensively, ending the Chaparrals' fifth inning. And now Dawson Bohm to lead things off. And the first offering. No, that's Jason Ellie in there. 32, Jason Ellie. First one was a strike. And I believe Cody Weller on deck. And the 0-1. Swung on a miss, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 from Jacerta, who's still out there, has thrown some great innings for the Chaparrals tonight. The 0-2 misses just low, and it's 1-2. Chaparrals with 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 more in the fourth. Lakeman able to get 1 in the third. That's where we stand right now, 7-1 Marshfield. Going to be hit right back up the middle, and a lazy fly ball, and there's 1 up and 1 down. Nicely done by Luke Wirtz. And I believe, as we think, Cody Weller. Cody Weller must have forgotten his jersey because we're number 4. That's what, talking to Andy Wanty a couple times this summer, Joe Nelson, who started this game, and Cody Weller switched jerseys about 3 games into the year. And so every time he goes and marks up his score sheet or his lineup card, he's got to make sure he's got the right numbers on there. Outside for ball 1 with Jake Popham on deck and Kyle Douglas if the inning continues. Hunter Korger in there at first for the Chaps. High and away, 2-0. Nate McDonald still in center. Kyle Westhouse, I believe, is in right. I see a 14 on that uniform. Going to be hit right up the middle. Another lazy fly ball, and Bobby Pills takes care of it. 2 up and 2 down for Jake Popham, who has started a couple of double plays today. Kyle Douglas on deck. And then David Yeska. The new pitcher is in the hole. Jake today has flown out and reached on there, and he'll fly out again. And just like that, the inning is over. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's still 7-1 Chaparrals.
Partners Bank, better together.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in Spencer, R&R Flooring is your one-stop shop for flooring and furniture. Whether you're looking for bedroom furniture, living room furniture, or specialty furniture for your man cave, R&R has it all. With furniture from Lang and Wolfcraft that are made right here in Marshfield, you can shop local. R&R Furniture also has several different types of flooring options available. They also have all your favorite sports team-themed furniture, from the Packers to the Brewers. So head on down to R&R Furniture in Spencer, where their goal is to make a house a home.
Back to Jack Hackman Field here in Marshfield, as again a nice quick inning for the Chaparrals defensively, and Nate McDonald to lead things off. Fouls the first one at the plate, and it's 0-1. Nate on the day, 1 for 3. A single and a run scored in the first, and after that a couple of ground outs. Jake Penkratz, the new shortstop. And that one just missed. Sam Schwanebeck? It might be a new one. That one's going to be hit to right field for... And a leadoff single. A leadoff single for Nate McDonald. And now Kyle Westhouse. McDonald with his second hit. And Yeska comes set. Good speed on the bases right now for the Chaparrals. And the first offering popped back and out of play, and it's 0-1. So outfield right now, Tyler Dayton in left, Brendan Canterbury in center, Cody Weller from left to right. Jason Ellie, Jake Penkratz, Jake Popham, and Dawson Bohm from third to first. And Kyle Douglas now catching David Yeska. Westhouse, the new right fielder. Chaparrals lead 7-1. We play in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Yeska fires. Swung on a miss, and it's 0-2. Again, going from a pitcher like Joe Nelson, who has a typical release and a good fastball, and David Yeska with a little hitch and a slower pitch, and that one is fouled back. And is left-handed, so take all that into consideration, and Jeska's getting these hitters off balance a little bit. 1 ball, no balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runner at first is Nate McDonald. Shakes 1 off, shakes 2 off, shakes 3 off, shakes 4 off, and gets a 5th one he likes. And then steps off. Time called by Westhouse in the box. And immediately gets one he likes. Going to be hit, grounded over to first. That's Dawson Bohm. He'll take it himself. And there's 1 away. 3 unassisted and 1 out.
Steve, one of the moments in the game that hasn't happened yet is the Blackhawk UH-60 will depart here. Now, in years past, it's departed right at dusk. Dusk is essentially upon us, so we'll keep one eye on the Blackhawk helicopter and one eye on the game here.
Yeah, absolutely. Having the helicopter fly in is one thing, but then hearing it start up and fly away is just absolutely incredible. Now Luke Wirtz at the plate with a runner at second and 1 out. And the first offering misses just low and in, and it's 1-0. Landing on the infield over there at the park just north of us. That one's going to be grounded up the middle on the hop. Pankratz over to first, and there's 2 away. Skipped off of the mound, and Pankratz was able to make the play, and there's 2 outs. And now Sam Schwanebeck still at third base for the Chaparrals. He gets into the batter's box with 2 outs. Nate McDonald over to third. And the first offering in there for strike 1. Sam 3 for 3 today. A couple of singles, a double, 2 runs scored, 3 RBIs. And the 0-1. Misses outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Justin Rayburn, I believe, might be on deck. I don't think he is, though. 1-1. Misses high. 2-1. Again, they always tell the folks in the press box what's all changing, but down the first baseline, don't come and tell us all the defensive changes. So we're kind of going on the fly, and that one just missed inside, and it's 3-1. Schwanebeck looking for a pitch to hit now, pitch to drive. And comes back. That one's going to be hit foul and out of play, way behind, well beyond the left field line, and the count runs full. Jeska fires. Just missed outside again, and a 2-out walk. Hunter Korger now up. So he came in for Justin Rayburn. Westhouse moved from first to right. And now there's runners at the corners and 2 outs. Fires. Swung on and missed a big cut. And it's 0-1. Jason Kurth on deck. Jeska comes and fires. Going to be hit right back to the left, and an RBI single. This time for Hunter Korger. Again, said it already a handful of times in this ball game, but 2-out hitting. And the Chaparrals scratched across another run with 2 outs. Did all their damage in the second, Got a run in the fourth with 2 outs. So 5 of their 8 runs have come with 2 outs. And now they lead 8-1. Yeska comes and fires home. Fouled back into the mask of Kyle Douglas. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Waupaca Lakemen. Chaparral's 8 runs, 10 hits, and 3 errors. The 1-1. Popped up, foul and out of play. And it's 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes, fires back. Going to be grounded over to first. Dawson Bohm will take it, flip it, and end the 6th inning. That will do it for the Chaparrals in the 6th. A run on 2 hits. They leave 2 more. We go to the top of the 7th, 8-1 Marshfield.
The 2018 model year sell down is taking place now at your Wheeler's Family Auto Group. Save up to 23% off select in-stock models. We invite you to visit us at any of our 4 locations: Abbotsford, Medford, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
With summer right around the corner, are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
We'll show you how to take advantage of your VA home loan benefit. At Fairway, we can finance up to 100% on the home you intend to purchase or refinance.
At Fairway, we'd be honored to help you with your financing. Stop in at one of our offices or give us a call today.
Back to Jack Ackman Field here in Marshfield. The Chaparrals lead 8-1 as it'll be 8-9-1 due up for the Waupaca Lakemen here in the top of the 7th inning as Connor Chiserta still out there for the Marshfield Chaparrals. As the helicopter has started up again, like it will wait a little while before it takes off. The opening pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. Usually, while the helicopter takes off, as everybody gets their phones out taking pictures, the game will come to a halt, and we will do the same as that one's going to be popped up. Over on it is Corger, and that is 1 up and 1 down. So once the helicopter takes off, we'll stay here, step aside, and watch the power of the helicopter depart here as Connor Chiserta, as that is not Luke Wirtz is the new third baseman. Wirtz, number 5, is the third baseman. Not Sam Schwanebeck. Schwanebeck is in the game, though. And the first pitch to Jeska. He looks at strike 1.
As I said earlier, Steve, the dusk seems to be the takeoff point. I don't know if it's like when I was a kid, you got to be back home before the streetlights come on. But we are close right now to this guy taking off here.
They will call time, and they will let the helicopter take off. I'll stop talking, and we'll just watch the power.
What they may not know is it could go at this rate for another 10 minutes, though, while they're going through their pre-flight inspection. All those checks are going on. If you remember from last year, it was at this point for a solid 5 minutes, though. So we'll see what happens here tonight. But they have paused the game for the time being. As we take a look here at Jacerta on the mound, he's going to keep loose and keep throwing the ball out there.
Yep.
He knows this could take a while.
Yep, absolutely. As David Jeska stepped out of the batter's box, Sean O'Connell called time as soon as the kicked it into the next gear. But like Jason said, this could them in this at this point might take a little while to take off.
Well, you got to radio back to your command control. You got to go through your pre-flight checklist, all your inspections again. Make sure of local air traffic. There's a lot going on in there. If you've ever taken a commercial air flight before, you can be on the runway for 15 minutes just because there's so much else going on besides just what's going on here on the ground in Marshfield.
Yep, absolutely is. Army doesn't take anything, they don't take anything lightly, obviously. They want everything to go as smooth as they can, and now everybody's just standing around waiting for it.
See catcher and batter here just kind of checking things out. Everybody, I mean, it's a human moment here at this point. You mentioned before the cell phones, people just observing, people with jerseys on and not jerseys on, everybody taking a look at the UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter.
Yeah, and again, they kicked it into the next gear, and as soon as that happened, everything just stopped. Everybody stopped, everybody called time, and like Jason said, it might be a couple more minutes before they finally take off. So,
yeah.
Chaparral's lead will pack at 8-1. We played in the top of the 7th inning.
Here, hand me my phone.
An 0-1 count to David Jeska as Connor Jacerta still out there for the Chaparrals.
Yeah, while we're in the break here, we'll take a look at American Legion baseball action going on over in Anago. As Steve had mentioned earlier in the broadcast, it's the first place Anago Typhoons in a 3-way lockup with Plover and Wisconsin Rapids. And it was Anago over Marshfield in Game 1. I thought Marshfield had held a brief lead as we see the Blackhawk beginning to take off here, and we'll step aside for that. Helicopter is going to continue its fly around here. It's going to show off a little bit before it leaves the Marshfield airspace. But in the meantime, Connor Jacerta back on the mound for the Chaparrals.
David Jeska looks at ball 2. Should be 2-0, as I believe. The pitch, that one's going to be hit foul. As Jeska in the count. Jacerta comes set. And fires. Outside corner. I'm all sort of twisted around, not sure what the Jaserta comes set. Outside. Yep, so it is a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now just a distant sight beyond the left center field wall is the helicopter fading into the night. Here's the payoff. Outside, and Yeska draws a walk. And now Jake Pankratz. Marshfield with a 7-2 lead now over Antigo. How about that? In the bottom of the 6th inning, Marshfield looking for a huge win. 7-2 Marshfield. That would be a now they're looking at one of their star hitters, his Anigo. Might have chopped one off his elbow or something. That one's going to be fouled at the plate, and it's 0-2. So it'll be a huge win for Marshfield and a huge loss for Anigo if Marshfield's able to hang on. That'd be their 2nd conference loss of the year. And Jaserta comes set. Lifted left center field. That one is going to be caught. What a nice catch out there in left. And it gets by, and there's 2 outs. Ball was dropping fast, but a nice play out there in left field, and there's 2 outs for Walker Smith. Walker Smith still out there in left field for the Lakemen.
Walker Smith having fun walking up to the Cyndi Lauper Girls Want to Have Fun song. You might as well take advantage of it. Might as well have some fun with it if you're going to be here.
Absolutely right, and the first offering bounces in there. Walker has reached on a couple errors, and he lined out to Jaserta to start that 5th inning. Again, as hard of a ball as you can hit. Jaserta stuck his glove out there, and it popped right in there. Yeska leads from first. And the 1-0 offering popped up and out of play. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. So after a 7-2 lead and a look in at the hitter that might have gotten injured a little bit, same kid hits a 2-run home run, and it's 7-4. Marshfield in front of Antigo with 2 outs in the 6th.
Not done yet.
Yeah. Hits it outside corner, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
As they say in Antigo, the Typhoons are going to typhoon.
Well, it never can count out a state champion. I mean, a lot of those kids part of a Division II state championship this spring, first one in school history, and the 1-2 coming back. Going to be fouled at the plate and rolls to the on-deck circle. 8-1 here in Marshfield at Jack Hackman Field. Chaparrals with 3 in the 1st, 3 in the 2nd, 1 in the 4th, and 1 in the 6th inning. Again, 5 of their 8 runs with 2 outs. Jaserta fires. Going to be chopped over up the middle, pills across the diamond, and in time. And that will do it for the Lakemen in the 7th inning. No runs, no hits. They leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch time here at Hackman. It's 8-1 Chaparrals.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Located in Spencer, R&R Flooring is your one-stop shop for flooring and furniture. Whether you're looking for bedroom furniture, living room furniture, or specialty furniture for your man cave, R&R has it all. With furniture from Lang and Wolfcraft that are made right here in Marshfield, you can shop local. R&R Furniture also has several different types of flooring options available. They also have all your favorite sports team-themed furniture, from the Packers to the Brewers. So head on down to R&R Furniture in Spencer, where their goal is to make a house a home.
Look at the beautiful sky here above Jack Hackman Field. Cotton candy skies, they say, and it'll be 7, 8, and 9 due up. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Chaparrals. In the bottom of the 7th, they lead 8-1, and Yeska fires now. Is going to be popped to left field. No man's land, and over on it is Tyler Dayton for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down. Just past the 9 o'clock hour here in north central Wisconsin as the Chaparrals and Waupaca Lakemen play in the annual military appreciation game. Steve Ames alongside Rachel Zaleski and Jason Zaleski as, again, the ball game here tonight as the helicopter just last inning flew away at the top of this inning. That's going to be hit sharply to left and a one-out single. One-out single for Bobby Pills. As a runner at first and one out. Nick Anderson up now for the Chaps. As Yeska back out there for the Lakemen. Double barrel action, one for the Chaps and one for the Waupaca Lakemen. No balls and a strike. Yeski comes set and fires home. Breaking ball again. That one's going to be grounded to first. Bohm will take it himself, and there's 2 away. And now back to the top of the order, and Nate McDonald. 2 for 4 today, a couple of singles and a couple of runs scored. We play in the bottom of the 7th. Yeska trying to get out of this inning. And the first offering. Swung on a miss. 10-1. The 0-1 coming back from Yeska. No. Looks at his runners. Steps off. Now it's going to be lifted. Center field back on it is Canterbury, and that will do it for the Chaparrals here in the bottom of the 7th. No runs, no hits. Yes, 1 hit. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left. We go to the top of the 8th. 8-1 Chaparral.
Located in Spencer, R&R Flooring is your one-stop shop for flooring and furniture. Whether you're looking for bedroom furniture, living room furniture, or specialty furniture for your man cave, R&R has it all. With furniture from Lang and Wolfcraft that are made right here in Marshfield, you can shop local. R&R Furniture also has several different types of flooring options available. They also have all your favorite sports team-themed furniture, from the Packers to the Brewers. So head on down to R&R Furniture in Spencer, where their goal is to make a house a home.
Is it time for a new vehicle? V&H Auto in Marshfield is your go-to dealership for new or used Ford, Jeep, Chrysler, and more. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to help you 6 days a week to find that perfect ride. We also accept trade-ins, so stop on by and check out the great deal we can give you for a brand new 2019 car, truck, SUV, or whatever it may be. See why V&H was voted Best of Marshfield area for new and used dealership. V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere.
To the top of the 8th inning we go. 8-1 Chaparrals as Marshfield with a new pitcher out there. And what a game for Connor Giserta. Cade Lancourt trying to shut the door for Cade Lancourt out there to try and shut the door for the Chaps. As Giserta goes 7 innings. Gives up, they say 3 hits up there. I've only got 2, but let's see what we got. Try and find a 3rd hit. Nah, we'll give him 2 hits. 1 run, it was earned, a walk, and 6 strikeouts. So Connor Giserta, have yourself a night, buddy, and he goes, again, 7 innings, gives up 2 hits, a run, a walk, and 6 punch-outs. As now Anago trails 7-5. As, again, Cade Lancourt out there to go the final 2 innings as Dawson Bohm to lead things off. As the throwdown to second is made, and we are about to, or they are finishing up the warm-ups here in the top of the 8th inning. Dawson Bohm up there. Jason Nelly wears 32. Dawson Bohm wears 31. And the first offering misses inside. It's 1-0. Swung out and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyler Dayton on deck. And Lancourt fires. Outside corner for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Cade fires home. Going to be knuckled foul and out of play. One ball, 2 strikes, nobody out. Lancourt comes set, fires home. Misses high and in, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marshfield able to get out of that 6th inning with no more damage being done. 7-5 Blue Devils go to the top of the 7th. And fires. Misses low and in, and it runs full. Them along with 71,000 of their closest friends here at Hackman tonight. And the 3-2 swung on and missed. And there's 1 away. About 14,000 fewer here this year than there were last year for the military appreciation game. And now Tyler Dayton. Dayton plays in left field. Came in that defensive line change. Oh, and that hits him. Tried to back out of the way, but a hit by pitch. And now Jason Ellie. You got Dawson and Jason turned around their numbers and batting order. And fires. Misses low, 1-0. Cody Weller on deck. Then Jake Popham with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. And the first offering. That one's going to be high chopper. Bobby Pills that short across. Not in time. Infield single for Jason Ellie. And now Cody Weller. Cody Weller, the right fielder. Lancourt comes set with 2 on and 1 out. Playing the top of the 8th and fires. This is high and away, and it's 1-0. Weller popped out in the 6th. And Lancourt fires. Misses inside, and it's 2-0. Jake Popham on deck. Get Cade Lancourt in for Connor Chiserta, who went 7 innings, gave up a run on 2 hits. Misses high and away, and it's 3-0. Lancourt fires on the 3-0. Right down the middle for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Weller trying to drive in Tyler Dayton, who stands at second base. Going to be grounded over to second, and will make the play over at first, and nicely done, and there's 2 away. Runners advance to second and third, but with 2 outs. Jake Popham with a big opportunity to get some more on for the, or to get more across for the Lakemen. Jake Popham, then Kyle Douglas. Comes set and fires. Outside. Oh, they get the call for strike 1. Jake, a couple of flyouts, reached on an error. And the 0-1. Outside, same spot, and it's 0-2. Lancourt takes a deep breath and fires home. Gets away, and Tyler Dayton's going to come in and score. Lancourt wasn't covering home, and it is 8-2 now. Chaparrals on the wild pitch. And Jason Ellie reaches third base. Lancourt on the 1-2. Fires home. This is high and in, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 8-2 Chaparrals. Jake Popham with a runner at third. And Lancourt fires home. Misses inside and a run's full. Kyle Douglas on deck. The payoff pitch from Lancourt fires home. Going to be hit foul and right over the top of our head, and will be retrieved by by Travis Holot. Retrieved by Holot. And now it's going to be grounded over the glove of the first baseman, Korger. And now he's going to round second. He's going to stay at second. An RBI double for Jake Popham. Travis Holot out running Jason Zaleski for that last foul ball. Yeah. And now Jake Popham stands at second base. 2 across for the Lakemen here in the top of the 8th. Kyle Douglas now up. He strikeout. pop out and reach down fielder's choice. He fouls that one straight back, and it's 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Outside for strike 2. David Yeska on deck. The 0-2 to Douglas. Got him looking, and that will end the 8th inning. 2 runs across on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 8-3 Chaparrals.
If your path to achieving your hopes and dreams is less than clear, Meyer & Associates provides the direction and guidance that helps put things into focus. We provide financial advice and customized solutions that help take the uncertainty out of your dreams for today and the future.
We can work together to make an honest assessment, understand your options, commit to a plan, live life brilliantly. Our team is here to help.
We have summer right around the corner. Are you looking to purchase that special toy? Bill's Service Center is your one-stop shop for everything that you need to enjoy your summer. We have a huge inventory of Polaris and Can-Am and ATVs and UTVs. We also have a huge selection of Ski-Doo if you're already planning for next winter. Whether you're looking for something brand new or used, come on down to Bill's Service Center, where we not only sell the equipment, but we fix it too.
Are you a veteran looking to buy a new home or lower your existing mortgage payment?
At Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, we understand the sacrifices you made in serving our country. We believe it's our turn to serve you and your family.
Back to Jack Hackman Field as Ryan Dayton will take the mound for the Wapaka Lakemen here in the bottom of the 8th inning, as that is the only defensive change as I can tell. Dayton out there for Yeska. David went, where did he come in the 4th? He went 1, 2, 3 and a third innings. Still not too sure who is responsible for that base runner, but he didn't come in and score anyway, so no worries. Kyle Westhausen, Luke Wirtz, and Sam Schwanebeck all due up in the bottom of the 8th. As the Chaparrals lead 8-3. Kyle today hit by a pitch, reached on error in the first 2 innings, scored both times, struck out looking in the 4th, and grounded out to a 3 unassisted in the 6th. First offering. Swung on and fouled back, and so on 1. There's a strike, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Dayton comes in, a hard-throwing right-hander for the Lakemen, and fires home. Misses outside. It's 1-2. It's going to be lifted left center field deep. Back on it is Brandon Canterbury. He'll make the call, make the catch, and make the out, and there's 1 away for Luke Wirtz. Luke, ground out, single and a run scored, a walk and a run scored, and a ground out. As Ryan Dayton fires home. There's a strike, and it's 0-1. Sam Schwanebeck on deck. He's been on base all 4 times. And the 0-1. ball as 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah. Dayton toes the rubber with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. And the right-hander fires. Swung out a miss behind the fastball, and it's 1-2. That's a nice thing, or very well done by Andy Wanty of the Lakeman, the manager for the Lakeman. Have Joe Nelson in there throw some hard innings. And it's going to be popped up, shallow right field, coming in on his Cody Weller, going out on his Jake Popham. He gets there and will make the call, make the catch. And there's 2 away. But he had Nelson in there for just under 4 innings. Threw hard. Had Yeska in there, a little softer and not as hard as Nelson. And then bring in Ryan Dayton to finish this one up. And the first offering. In there for strike 1. Lakeman will have 9-1-2. 2 up in the 9th as Ryan Dayton will be the new hitter. Strike 2 outside corners. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. Dayton looking for a perfect 8th and fires. Going to be grounded foul to the Lakeman dugout area, or behind home plate, as Hunter Korger retrieves the ball. News out of Omaha, Nebraska. Vanderbilt with and that was going to be hit to center field and a 2-out single. Vanderbilt with their 2nd College World Series win in school history, taking down the Michigan Wolverines. Commodores winning back-to-back games. Michigan took game 1, and then Vanderbilt, a perennial powerhouse in college baseball, gets their 2nd championship in school history. Now runner at first and 2 outs for Hunter Korger. He looks at strike 1. Korger with an RBI single in the 6th. Scoring at Nate McDonald. Wabaka trails 8-3. Trying to get it out of this inning and fight back in the 9th. There's the strike. Had him guessing, and it's 0-2. Jason Kurth on deck. Dayton looks at his runner. He's got a couple step lead. Steps off. Korger gets into the batter's box, and he's ready to go. Ryan Dayton's ready to go. And comes set and fires. Going to be a high chopper over to third. Ellie over to first, and by a half a step gets Korger out at first, and that will end it for the Chaps in the 8th. No runs across on a hit. They leave 1. We go to the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Lakemen. They trail 8-3 back after this.
Stop into any of our locations at Auburndale, Marshfield, Withee, Greenwood, Roselleville, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids, and talk to our friendly personal bankers who are here to help you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Mine's working. 1, 2, 3, Jack Heck.
That's why.
Oh no, I'm ready. Yeah, he's coming up. Ryan Dayton to lead things off for the Lakemen here in the bottom or the top of the 9th inning. 9-1 and 2. Chaparrals lead 8-3. Ryan Dayton, Jake Pankratz, and Walker Smith. Oh, and 1 to Ryan Dayton. In there for strike 2. Anago has tied it up in the bottom of the 7th with a runner at second and nobody out. And the 0-2. Now it's going to be grounded over to second, played on a hop, and Dayton's going to be safe at first base on the E4. 4th error by the Chaparrals here tonight, and now back to the top of the order with Jake Pankratz. Pankratz flew out in the 7th. And Pankratz looks at strike 1. Walker Smith still up. Let's see. Can't quite see his number. It is not, I don't believe. That's going to be hit over to short. Pills to second and to first. Out at second. Pankratz reaches on the fielder's choice, and there's one away here in the top of the 9th inning. And now, number 8, Eric Bremer. Bremer, who's the normal center fielder for the Lakemen, looks at swings at strike 1. Dawson Bohm on deck. Hunter Korger holding on Jake Pankratz at first base. A good lead for Jake. Landcourt comes set, pick off attempt. Ooh, that was close. And he's going to be safe at first base. The ball was in the perfect spot. The tag was down perfect. Pankratz is back in time. And fires home. Misses low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Lancourt fires, swung on a miss, way behind the fastball, and it's 1-2. Lancourt looks at his catcher O'Connell. Comes set and fires home. Swung on a missed, and down on strikes goes Bremer, and there's 2 away. Dawson Bohm, the last chance for the Lakemen here this evening. The game just over 2.5 hours old. The first 3 innings went over an hour. That's when the Chaparrals did all their damage. Scored 1 in the first, 1 in the second. Vancouver fires home. Misses low, and it's 1-0. And the Anago Post 3 Typhoons walk it off against the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils. And the 1-0. Swung on and fouled straight back, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Blue Devils ahead 7-2 in the bottom of the 6th inning, and they gave up 6 runs in the final inning plus. And fires home. Misses high and away, and it's 2-1. Two balls and a strike. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. And the 2-1. Foul straight back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Lakeman down to their final strike. Lancourt trying to finish it off here. Fires home. Breaking ball misses outside, doesn't break, and now Pankratz will have a head start at first base. As always, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors that help us put these games on live and free all summer and all year long. The full count pitch going to be grounded over to Korger, and he will flip it over to Lancourt, and that will end it here tonight as the Chaparrals knock off the Waupaca Lakemen 8-3. No runs, no hits, and they leave 1. We go to our postgame show. Back after this from Jack Hackman Field.
Since 1924, Milwaukee Tools has led the industry in both durability and performance. Hiller's True Value is your home for Milwaukee Tools here in Marshfield. Check them out to see the latest lineup of Milwaukee Tools. And for all you do-it-yourselfers, Hiller's True Value store on Central Avenue is your complete home store. And for those bigger projects, keep in mind they're Just Ask Rental Services. Your local hardware home, Hiller's True Value store, is located in downtown Marshfield.
Check out Clemmy Sales, located at 125 North 2nd Avenue in Stratford. For over a century, Clemmy Sales has been your #1 trusted Chevrolet dealership. From beginning to end in your car buying process, Clemmy will treat you like family each and every visit. Head on down to Clemmy Sales today to check out all their inventory, including the all-new 2019 Chevy Silverado. Clemmy Sales, proud supporters of local high school athletics. Are you looking for a daycare close to Auburndale? Little Sprouts Learning Garden Daycare, located at 10564 North School Road, has a convenient location right next to Auburndale schools. When you bring your children to Little Sprouts, you know that you're leaving them in good hands. With a capacity of 50 children, this daycare is open to all children from 6 weeks to 12 years. Conveniently open from 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, Little Sprouts Learning Garden in Auburndale is your family-friendly daycare.
Good property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency. Family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, has fresh cheese curds made daily, along with cheese and sausage trays for your next gathering. Nasonville Dairy is home to over 24 cheese varieties, 1.5 million pounds of milk daily, gives you cheddar, feta, Colby, and even Blue Marble Jack. Shop in the store or online at NasonvilleDairy.com. Nasonville Dairy, a family tradition of quality. Rachel's going to tell us around there. All right, we're here at Jack Hackman Field. It's Marshfield Chaparral's 8-3 win. Coach, we talked about it a little bit in the pregame, getting off to a good start. We actually talked to Nate McDonald about leadoff hitting and what things like that, being in the top of the order, being a catalyst, and he and Kyle Westhouse provided some instant runs back in the first inning. You got off to a 6-0 start. Just talk about getting off to a good start here tonight against Waupaca.
Yeah, it was good to have the momentum right away. A lot of things that I'd say, especially my high school kids when I coach them, is score early and play good defense. So we didn't play good defense, but we scored early and scored a lot of runs early, which definitely helped, and it takes the pressure off the pitcher a little bit.
We saw on both sides actually a lot of errors. I look on the scoreboard now, 6 errors combined for the game. That's not a clean game like any coach would like, but kind of a different atmosphere. We talked about that in the pregame with Military Appreciation Night. A non-conference game though too. That can sometimes change the mindset of the team. What does a win like this do for your team now for the rest of the year?
I think especially for our hitters, offensively, it just gives them a little confidence going forward. We were struggling to score runs early on, and our pitching had been decent, and we weren't really getting much run support for them. So I think this helps the hitters going in. A couple guys had multiple hits tonight, and usually hitting's kind of contagious. When you're on, and when you're not, you're not. So hopefully this turns the corner for us a little bit.
Talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Connor Jasurta, coming up just right after you. 6 innings, a handful of strikeouts tonight. What did you see from Connor tonight that gives you some good confidence for him for the rest of the year?
The 2 things I noticed about him, he always throws hard and he's a good pitcher, but 2 things tonight was he worked ahead a lot, 0-1. And when you're 0-1, you can kind of work a little bit. When you're 1-0, you got to come into the zone, and that's when guys get in trouble. So he started out the count working ahead, and then he also hit his spots. It's maybe hard to see from the side angle, but when you're watching him from the field, you can kind of see he had a lot of corners. He didn't throw a lot of balls, fat over the plate. So,
Coach, congratulations. Military Appreciation Night. Successful for the Chaps again today.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks a lot. We'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Connor Jasurta. Connor, come on in here. We talked in the pregame about your mindset coming into the game. So think back to the pregame and then how you played today. How did that what we talked about in the pregame, how did that live out for you during the game?
So, I wasn't in the zone as much as I'd like to be tonight with some pitches, but overall, I did enough for my defense to definitely show up tonight and work. But, what a big bounce back from the Eau Claire game. It was huge. Everybody played a part in this one. It was outstanding. I was in the zone just enough.
You took the mound in the top of the 3rd inning. You had a 6-0 lead. How does that change your approach to the Wapaka hitters? How does that change your mentality towards the game in a game like that?
Well, with this team being no pushover, I think the record's like 11-2, 11-1. But with the 6-0 lead, like you said, I try to shoot for more contact and kind of save myself a little bit until I really need to amp it up. But to contact for sure.
Yeah, fastball was working tonight, and that really set up some of your off-speed pitches as well. How do you see your progress here tonight impacting the rest of the season now as we kind of head down the final stretch here for the Chaparral season?
Yeah, like I said, with this team not being a pushover, this was a good one and a confidence booster especially. There are a lot of good hitters in the lineup. As you saw, their #1 hitter was very solid, and I finally got to him once there. But yeah, it's a huge confidence boost for us, me and the whole team.
Yeah. All right, good. All right, we're going to give Connor the microphone. Steve's going to get a nice zoom in on him. We're going to put you in the house for the highlights tonight. Have you seen that before?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, good. So what's going to happen, I'm just going to step out of camera range here. I'm going to count you down 3, 2, 1. You look right in the camera. I'm in the house. You can say anything else in there that you want, but I'm in the house, okay? All right. Good, Steve? Yeah, we're good there. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm in the house.
Nice job. We'll see you next game. Thanks a lot. Good job tonight. All right, Connor Jasurta, tonight's winning pitcher on Military Appreciation Night. Guess what, folks? We're back at it again tomorrow. We've got 2 more live and free games. We're back to American Legion Baseball as the Marshfield Blue Devils will travel to Merrill. The Wisconsin Rapids Rangers are at home. Doug Zaleski on the call for Marshfield. Steve Maves back on the call again tomorrow night down at Witterfield in Wisconsin Rapids. Make sure to follow our updates on Facebook. You can catch all those on Facebook at Zaleski Sports and Zaleski Sports Wisconsin Rapids. We'll see you tomorrow night.